great. I've learned a great deal from Mrs. Ross just meeting her last night. She's just a wealth of information. My name is Brandon Beam.
Hold on one second.
You bet.
Yeah, I gotta move.
You're the
Sorry.
bottleneck.
I am the bottleneck.
You know, we talk about root cause and symptoms. Are you the symptom or the root cause?
I don't know.
Good answer.
Action.
Okay, my name is Brandon Bing. I'm a grazing specialist with NRCS. I work in the Palestine field office, which is one county to the east here, but I cover the 21 counties of northeast Texas for anything with grazing operations. A quote that comes to mind about this day that has really started me on a different journey in agriculture, which is the same journey you are all on, just for being here and listening to these speakers, is one by Wendell Berry. He said, if I could change something, if I could change something about the way you do agriculture, what would it be? And I'm butchering the quote, but it's, there is a God and you are not him. And that very much rings true to living systems. And that's what we're here to learn more about, is how to manage living systems, to treat them like living systems, and then co-steward with someone who put that in motion. So what we've got here are two different soils. One of them's from right here in the grazing paddock, where the Dexter cattle were. This is some Bahia grass. Sorry, Miss Betsy, we use the Bahia grass, but it does have value for forage, and it does have value for soil cover, and that's what this demonstration is going to show. We got this soil. It's the same exact inherent soil properties, same soil name, taxonomy. It's from a very close area, but they manage a little bit differently. You may have seen it on the drive-in this morning. They're getting it ready to plant winter wheat. They'll run stockers out there. They do it every year, and they've done it at least since I've been living here in Oakwood for my life. Very productive soil, but rainfall and rainfall events happen very differently with that soil cover relative to this soil cover. And Christine, if you would, this is a 1-inch rainfall event. This is what would happen. So we're already seeing some runoff pretty quickly. See the bottom? This is infiltration. This is what we're putting in our bank. This is what's going to the pond. This is what's going to the bar ditch. This is going to Houston. This is flooding Houston. So what's the goal? We want to catch every single raindrop that we are bestowed with. And our stewardship should reflect that. We infiltrated about 5 drops. And it probably went from the side because this thing is a shrink and swell clay, and so it kind of shrunk up this morning because it was dry. And so it probably went in the sides, because what this does is it makes a tabletop compaction area as soon as that water starts hitting it, and it starts shedding water. So there's that 1-inch rainfall. We filled the pond up.
And look at the clarity of the water too. So it's not infiltrating, but it's also eroding.
I was going to show them the bottom here. Notice all the root systems there. That's what's taking those raindrops down into the profile. That's where we want to capture that rain. See all the roots? And Betsy already talked about how much better we could make this. But look how much we captured just in rainfall. That's what we call effective rainfall. So it doesn't matter if you got 1.5 inches of rain if it all did this, right? Which is why in another week he's going to be saying, man, we need some rain. Well, you don't do good things with it when you get it. As far as inherent soil properties, that's what part of my job is to look at the soil, look at the physical features of it. Like Betsy talked about, look at those. We like to dig a shovel slice. That's the most valuable thing you can do, is go dig a hole. See what's out there. Look at how it breaks apart. We really like this up top where we call it cottage cheese or chocolate cake. See the really fine aggregation? That's what we'd like to see just all the way down through the profile. The further we can get that finer aggregation down, the more effective we'll be. And one of the best places I've ever seen, there's a gentleman here today, Jonathan, where are you? Jonathan Cobb in the back. He's out of Temple there, and I've got the opportunity to visit his farm. And he had, I think at the time, 8% organic matter on some fields. Well, he had chocolate cake, way down in the profile. So just a tremendous amount of carbon that he has put in that system. And it's functioning on all cylinders, and it sounds like it's really reaping benefits now. According to Jonathan, he's got a tall grass prairie again. So that's pretty neat, and that's what Christine's goal is. So management is going to be very key. Yes, ma'am?